Hi guys, and welcome back to Momma Jess Knits. I'm Jess, coming to you from Virginia. It is May the 22nd, and this is episode 21. I have not been on here since around May the 6th, and I do apologize. We are still doing a lot of home improvements here in the house with doing the flooring and painting and stuff like that. If this is your first time visiting, this is a knitting podcast. I will try not to talk too much about other stuff. I'll try to save it for the end. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Momma Jess Knits. I can be found on, I have a Ravelry group called Momma Jess Knits Podcast. I also have a Facebook group called Momma Jess Knits. And if you need to email me, you can do so at mommajessknits@gmail.com. Welcome, guys. It is super rainy here in Virginia. It has been raining all week long. It is going to continue to be raining or cloudy. And then we get a couple days break, and then it goes right back to thunderstorms. I saw on the forecast. So lots of fun there. All right, guys, I'm going to jump right in because sorry, I got to move some stuff around. I have been busy doing home improvements, but I have also been busy knitting. So I'm going to start off with, I have no finished objects, unfortunately. Kind of been going from project to project. And this project that I'm getting ready to show you, I can't work on it too long. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the yarn is maybe a little bit thicker and I'm doing it on my normal size needles that I use or what. But I can't work on this project too long. It makes my hands and wrist hurt. But it is my husband's socks. And this is actually the second sock. I finished the first one, and that's whenever I noticed that I started really having a lot of hand problems and my wrist hurting and everything else. So I am still working on this sock. I can do about maybe 4 rows a day. Some days a little bit more, but I try not to work on it too much because if I work on it, then I have to take a really long break. I can't work on anything else. So I have that. That was supposed to be his birthday socks. His birthday was towards the end of April. So maybe Father's Day socks? We'll see. But I am close to doing the foot on that. So at least there's that. And then, the next thing that I started that I showed you all the yarn for last time, but I hadn't started it yet, is my McGonagall socks, made out of my Nomadic yarns. And I'm using a Knit Picks Dove Heather for the heel, toes, and cuffs, which I'm getting close to being out of, and I plan on using that for some more. So I either have to order more or I'm gonna have to take away what I have from a shawl that I have in the works. But here are my McGonagall socks. I just think they're beautiful. And here is the cake. And that's showing pretty true to color on my screen right now. Like I said, the lighting's going to be a little off because it's such a cloudy day, but I wanted to not put off filming any longer. So that's what I have done on my first McGonagall sock. I have a feeling that May is going to be my month of unfinished projects because I don't think I'm going to get that completely finished by the end of May. But that's okay because I'm getting a lot done in the house. So that is my sock for my box of socks. And then I decided to be really ambitious and do 2 boxes of socks. And I'm doing a Hippo 4 box, which is a line of yarn from Lolo Did It. And I have started my Hippo 4 socks for the month of May. Okay, do not laugh. You're probably going to laugh anyway. I told you guys on my last podcast that I was probably going to go ahead and do my Hippo for Halloween socks because the yarn was already wound. And I did. So here is the yarn. There you go. And that is Hippo for Halloween. Oh, here's the other yarn. Oops, got a hair on it. Who else knits their hair into their projects? It's pretty much unavoidable. So this colorway is Blazing Sevens, I believe. I don't see the little tag, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So here is my sock, and I'm using the Blazing Sevens for heels, toes, and cuffs. Well, this pair, heels and toes. This is what I have so far. Whoops. Excuse me, guys. It just wouldn't be a podcast if I don't sneeze. My allergies are terrible right now. Oh, not pretty. But I just started the heel of these just this morning, actually. I sat here and knit a little bit while I was drinking my coffee. Once again, I don't think I'm going to get those done, because that's just the first sock on both of those that I just showed. And I have this in my little Angora Moose bag that I won from the Crazy Sock Lady, Kay. And my McGonagall socks are being held in my cute little hedgehog bag by Ginger Snap That. Okay. So, I can't show you the bag that this is being housed in yet. I'm going to show it later in the podcast. But I got some work done on my, oops, sorry guys. I got work done on my covered shawl by Alicia Plummer. And, sorry, I found my husband's first sock down in that bag also. Alright. So, I didn't put a progress keeper on this, but there we go. I have done 10 rows on this since I last showed it. And it has grown. So beautiful, guys. Look at that color. So this is Barocco Vintage, and that's all I have left of the skein. So it's a little bit floppy. In the pumpkin colorway. Like I said, that's the covered shawl by Alicia Plummer, which I started a long time ago. We won't talk about how long ago it was, but I started a long time ago. And the other day I just picked it up and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to work on this. And I just knit. The next thing I know, I had done 10 rows on it. And then I had set it down and I worked on my socks. I haven't touched it again. I'll get back to it. It's just going to take a little bit, but I will get back to it. Let me set that there so I can show the bag in a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you this first. I got some more squares done on my memory blanket. So I put on this square. Let's get that out of the way. this square, and this square, and I'm getting ready to add that square to square it off. This is the Memory Blanket by Georgie Nicholson. And this particular one, because I have two, this one is made out of only yarns that I have knit with or am knitting with. So projects that are made by myself. Because my other one, I have yarn from various other knitting friends. And, oh my goodness, mini skeins that were sent to me. But this is just going to be strictly yarn that I've used to make various projects. So that's coming along. So now I'm going to show you what I spent a good chunk on knitting, and it went super fast. I was really surprised with how fast that it went. And I am just keeping that in my Vera Bradley bag. I've had that bag for years, and it's become a great knitting bag. I don't ever use it. I mean, I do use it as like whenever I work at a school, I'll take it with me and put my lunch and stuff like that down in it, along with my knitting, because I bring my knitting everywhere. Okay, but this is what I spent a good chunk of my May on, because once I started doing it, it just couldn't stop. And I made myself stop for a little bit to work on socks, because I knew if I didn't, I would not get anything at all done on my May socks. So this is my Find Your Fade by Andrea Mowry. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure I have the right side. Okay. So I started with the London Fog color, which is a beautiful gray purple. It's pretty much spot on my screen right now. And then I went into a Knit Picks color, which I found in my stash. And my 16-year-old helped me pick out that. But this is Knit Picks Stroll in the, oh my goodness, bamboo something, I can't remember. But it's bamboo, and it is perfect. I thought that looks just awesome together. And then I worked into the Angora Mousse honeysuckle syrup, which is this color. And yes, that is showing the sparkles in it, because there is sparkle in that. I won that skein with that Angora Mousse bag that I showed earlier from Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady. But yeah, that's just perfect. So I've gotten pretty far. I need to start the third section of lace. That is exactly where I am now in this process. So I will maybe have that worked on by my next podcast. I'm trying super hard to get some socks done. So I may not, but I am loving this. I'm loving the ease of this. I cannot, however, work on the lace section when my kids are awake or they are, up and about. I cannot work on the lace section if I'm babysitting, unless they're sleeping or napping. So I'm not sure when I'm going to start the lace section. But I got a good chunk of that done. I'm on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th section and the third lace section, I believe. So I'm super excited about that. So the next color I'll add after this is gonna be this. Then, so my last podcast, I had not, I had mentioned that I was going to buy some yarn from a local yarn shop, but said I wasn't sure if it matched up or not. It did. I brought the yarn with me that I planned on using for this shawl and paired it up. And this copper color matches exactly to that copper color right there. So that will be the next color in the shawl. And then you'll just have to wait and see what the next color is, because I mentioned it on the last podcast. But I did manage to end up with 7 colors to do the shawl. Well, it's actually 6. I'm using one twice, but it is a gorgeous copper color and it's from Periwinkle Sheep, or the Periwinkle Sheep. And it's gorgeous, you all. So that is all I have for my works in progress. Now I'm going to share with you, I got super lucky on Mother's Day weekend, of all weekends. I got super lucky, and I won several prizes. I won, hold on, I'm trying to pull up. This is the thing about having a podcast that you're the only person who's talking, is whenever you want to look up something, you have to be quiet for a minute. So you just sit in silence for a while. I won this hat. Oh, there you go. This beautiful hat, which is called the Brookton Dell hat by Kate Nash. I want her pattern for that hat. Then, as if my day couldn't get any better, I won so Snickle and Mr. B were doing it wasn't Mother's Day giveaway, it was just a giveaway. And the giveaway was for this adorable bag. Oops. Got a fuzzy on it. This adorable bag with this adorable pin. And it says, "We will knit through this." And my first ever progress keeper from Lock and Lou, which is a roll of toilet paper. Guys, this bag is awesome. It, oh, and I love her note that she wrote too. It's on a little piece of toilet paper. I love it. Thank you, Amber. I was not expecting this bag to be this big. For some reason, I thought it was way smaller. Look down inside that bag. It's huge. I love her little labels. How adorable. And this bag is truly awesome. It has 2 pockets on the inside. Cannot show them very well. Let me see here. There we go. 2 pockets. 1, 2. And then it has a little loop in it too, so that you can put your progress keepers. Look at that. So cute. Anyway, so I left these attached for now, but now that I've shown them, I will unattach them. But this is what I'm keeping my covered shawl in at the moment. It's perfect though, because not only can I get the covered shawl in there, I can also fit the pattern down inside there as well. I promise I can. I'm just moving stuff around. I mean, I don't close it up because I don't want to scrunch up my pattern, but it sits beside my chair just like that. This is huge. I mean, it could definitely fit probably 2 pairs of socks down in there. If you didn't put your pattern in it, I mean, I have my pattern in it, but if I had it folded in half, it definitely would hold this shawl just fine because I still have all that space. So that was the second prize I won. And then the third prize that I won, which was a Mother's Day giveaway, I won from the Fiber House Company. And I won this book, which is By Hand, Making Communities. Lookbook number 9, Nova Scotia. This book is so awesome. I mean, it has knitting, a couple knitted patterns in it. It has this pattern for this cute will. It has recipes in it. It in the very back it has quilts, which I love quilts. I have a video from where I went to the quilt show that's got all kinds of quilts in it, but it's got like a pickle recipe in it. Look at all this delicious looking stuff. It just has some really beautiful pictures and stuff in it. Anyway, I won this book, and I also won, these are so cute, a thing of stitch markers. Looky here. Well, if I can get them to get a little flower and of course a little bee, which is adorable. Goodness, turn around. It's adorable. And then it has a progress keeper also on it that is a flower. So yeah, I won that too. It came in this little bag. So yeah, I'm not sure how I got so lucky in winning 3 giveaways in one weekend. I have no idea, guys. And then, I know I said I wasn't going to shop, but we're in the middle of a pandemic and I like to shop. And I've gotten some really good bargains. I got I'll come back to my bargains. I'm going to show you the yarn. And then at the end, I'll talk to you about my bargains that I found. So, what I bought. Yes, you have seen this before. I got this on a different base because my ultimate goal is to buy enough to make another Find Your Fade shawl out of this because I just adore it. Artistic Lilies. And it's sweaters, boots, and bonfires. I didn't take it out of the bag. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the crinkling. I adore this color. So I'm going to get enough of that to make a Find Your Fade. And then, so I have 2 skeins of that shade. And whatever base I can get the yarn for my Find Your Fade on, then I'll do that. And then with the other one, I'll make another shawl out of, a 1 skein shawl. It's fine. It will find its use. Or I might make a pair of socks to match my shawl. Might do that. Probably do that. Okay. Then, so I showed on my last podcast. I didn't pull it out today because, let's be honest, I'm not real sure where I put it because I'm organizing and going through and putting stuff in corners until we can, because we are reflooring our entire house and we're going room by room. So I had been keeping all my yarn, or the majority of it, in the living room, and I've moved it out of there and into the dining room, which where the flooring was already done in, and it's in bins and it's stacked up, and I'm trying to decide if I want to turn my dining room into my craft room. And anyway, needless to say, I showed on my last podcast my Hippo 4 monthly club that I'm in, and the Hippo yarn for that month was Hippo, it was like Netflix kind of base. It's like Netflix, that's what it was called. Hippo for Netflix. And in that, she has a really gorgeous red, and she had, when she opened it up to sell it to everyone else who wasn't in the club, she only sold it, I believe, in a sock kit, or maybe she didn't, but she had a sock kit. And in that sock kit was a gorgeous red. And the only way that you could get it is if you ordered the kit. And so I sent her a message and I asked if there was, like, what shade of red that was. And then that's when I found out that you could only order it in the kit. Well, she had such an overwhelming response and love for that color that she decided to go ahead and dye full skeins and sell it. So you could do like a pre-order for that color. So she has since renamed this, and I can't think of what she's renamed it, but the color was Romance. And isn't that so pretty? So I got a skein of it. And I think I'm going to pair it up with the Hippo for Netflix and make a shawl. Not 100% sure on that. I might just turn just this into a shawl because I have a lot of people I know whose favorite color is red. And this would look good in a shawl and on them. Anyway, so there's that. And then we'll just stick with Lolo Did It for now. So Lolo Did It has a Hippo 4 monthly club, and I joined it because I also do her monthly Hippo 4 knit along. It's a year-long knit along. And her May one so far is probably my favorite. So her Hippo for Celebrations is the club that I'm in. Sorry, this looks all gross, but it was wrapped around. I just took it off. So I just thought I'd share that. But for May, it's Hippo for Bubble Bath. I love blue, so that is why I love this so much. I can't wait to knit this up. And see what it looks like. For Mother's Day, I bought myself a sock set that I have been eyeballing from Lauren at Lolo Did It. And it is called Breakfast at Tiffany's, and it's paired up with Shaboom. Gorgeous, right? Okay, I'm not going to be able to show both labels. Oh, actually, I lied. It is gorgeous, you guys. I don't know how true... it's fairly true to color on the screen. It is just a gorgeous, like, minty color. In gray. It is fabulous. And I'm looking forward to knitting that up. So on my last podcast, I mentioned that I wanted to make my family some Harry Potter themed socks. And I showed 3 skeins, because I showed the McGonagall, which are the socks I'm working on right now, Voldemort, and Dobby's a free elf. And I've gone through and asked all the family in the house who their favorite Harry Potter characters are. I'm going to try to make them socks based upon that. And I do have a couple of extras, so I'll be making myself some, or just making some socks up. And, you know, if I'm knitting them and somebody says, oh, I like those, I want those, then maybe they'll get a second pair, but I'm not making any promises. So, I have this skein, which I always say his name wrong, so I'm going to try. But I think it's Sirius Black. And this is really hard to see because the colors are so dark. But it is, it's got black and like a navy blue, and then this really pretty, I'm not even sure what color that is, but it's from Nomadic Yarns. I'm loving her Harry Potter line. And then this one is Fred and George. I saw a sample of this knit up, and it's got like, let's see if you can see it. It's got some little, it's got some solid stripes, and then it's got some speckled stripes in it also. So it's gonna work out really cool. And that's also from Nomadic Yarns. This is my absolute favorite, and these will be mine. And this is Molly Weasley. These will definitely, without a doubt, be a pair of socks for myself. I love that colorway. And that's all. Actually, okay, so it's not all. I bought myself this. It's got a lot of condensation on it, but Pioneer Woman mug. Yum. I loved it. Had to have it. But, so yes, I did break my yarn diet. I don't feel guilty about it. Okay. So that's all I have knitting wise. Yarny wise, all that goodness. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our home improvements. My allergies are going crazy right now. We have all of the carpet in the house ripped out except for my son's room, which is getting done today. So stirring up all that dust has got my allergies going crazy. My room got completed yesterday. So that's why I'm extra congested today. We now have our living room, dining room, kitchen, stairs, hallway, 2 bathrooms, master bedroom, Avery's bedroom, all completely done. Flooring wise. My son's floor will get done today. I was off yesterday from babysitting, my only day off this week. So I painted his room. It is a really pretty shade of blue. And he is super excited about getting the flooring in there. He said that he thought that blue would be perfect for the flooring. And once I get the trim painted, it's just going to look perfect. So, finish up his room today, I think. Avery's room was painted a really pretty purple called Sassy Lilac. If you know me in person and you know Avery, that color fits her perfectly. So bargains. My bargains for this week, I got Avery a nightstand for $15. I plan on refinishing it, even though she said that she doesn't mind if we keep it the color it is right now. It's got, I don't know if it's not necessarily water damage, it's just, it needs to be refinished, or at least restained. So I'm planning on doing that. And then, we were given from the lady I babysit for a bed frame for her bed. So we got that put together, and, we have got a room set up. She needs a couple more things in there, and then maybe I'll show like a before and after on here or my Instagram. And then I got a new knitting chair. I got a leather chair, an ottoman, and it's kind of a beigey color. For $30. It's leather. I got a steal on that. I got I got a free little end table from another friend, and I'm going to sand and refinish that and put it beside my chair, because I think it would be perfect to hold, my coffee or my water. And it's got a little drawer, so I could put a couple of knickknacks in there. And then it's got a little stand. Anyway, I think that's what I'm going to use that for. Or I have recently gotten some new plants for the house, because I really would like to have plants in the house. So I might not paint that or refinish that at all, and I might put my plants on it. Because let's be honest, I need a big coffee table. Not coffee table, end table. Because I just keep a lot of stuff on it. Like, I keep my knitting bowl on it, tissues, a mug that has pens and stuff in it, my little binder that has like patterns that I'm working on right now, and remotes, phone, my Notions pouch, just all kinds of stuff. For those of you who don't know what a Notions pouch is, a Notions pouch is like just a little bag that I have that I keep like my little scissors in, and my sewing needle, and my stitch markers, and cables. Speaking of cables, I had to go buy another cable for my Find Your Fade shawl, because while I was going through stuff and organizing it, I found a cable that I didn't realize that I had, got all excited, put it somewhere, can't find it. Thankfully, the yarn shop that is about 10 minutes from my house, she sells the cords, and I called her up and had her put one aside for me, and we just did curbside pickup. It worked perfectly. I pulled up at front, handed her the money, got my cable, came home, started my project. Now I'll find the cord. Anyway, so now I'm just rambling. So what I've been up to and why I can't get a whole lot of knitting done is just painting, moving stuff, flooring. I'm not actually doing the flooring. My husband is. But I am helping move stuff and trying to get the rooms that he has done reorganized. I bought some shelving stuff and I already have it full. It's those little cubes and you can buy like the baskets to go in it. Each basket's full. With unfinished knitting projects or yarn. But at least I have it organized, put aside. It's out of the way. It's not slap you in the face right in your face when you come in the living room. I have too much yarn. I'm trying to use it. I am keeping a journal of how much I use and how much I buy. And I'm honestly writing down every skein that I buy. And I'm writing down the skeins I use. So, being accountable. Not a cannibal. That's somebody who eats somebody else or eats whatever. I'm rambling. I'm going to go. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, which today's Friday, so weekend. I hope you have a good weekend or rest of your week whenever you're watching this. And I hope that you guys are staying sane during this time. Our city, our state is slowly starting to open back up. I am trying to still do what I've been doing. Stay home and go out when I need to. Wear my mask when I need to. All that good stuff. Anyway, you guys keep on crafting. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.